So, hey, how we doing today, my beautiful people? This is another episode of our podcast, and today we are going to be discussing business and corporate strategy and analyzing. When it comes to analyzing a business and corporate strategy. Hopefully, y'all are having a good day today. I'm having a swell day, so I don't know if you asked or not, but yeah, I'm having a good day. So, I'm gonna be reading you the whole information when it comes to analyzing a business and corporate and the strategy behind it. So this may be the first time, every time you listen to my podcast, it's probably new information, which I'm glad that you are here so you could come learn a little bit. Because at the end of the day, we all have to learn a little. There's nothing more powerful than knowledge. So, okay, so analyzing business and corporate strategy. So let's talk about business strategy. Business strategy or business level strategy refers to the approach a firm or business unit takes to competing in its industry to attract customers, create and capture value, and achieve competitive advantage. I'm sorry if you hear noises in the background. I have a roommate, so I'm completely sorry about that. Um, a firm takes many actions to implement its strategy, but these actions should be part of a coherent overachieving identity or goal that, if accomplished, will lead to sustainable competitive advantage. This overarching identity is business strategy, and it can be summarized in one sentence. And here is that sentence. To analyze a firm's business strategy requires interpreting all of the firm's key strategic decisions and identifying the overachieving identity they correspond to. Michael Porter analyzed dozens of firms across dozens of industries and distilled business strategy into three generic strategies. We have differentiation. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. Differentiate. I'm trying my best. Which is, I'll just give you the definition of that word. Is creating a unique identity or value based on a characteristic other than price that customers are willing to pay more for or purchase more often. Cost leadership, which that definition summarized is achieving lower costs that competitors and passing some of those savings on to customers through lower prices than competitors can charge. Lower prices than competitors can charge. And focus, concentrating on a subset of customers or products slash services and then pursuing different. I'm gonna just say different. I am sorry, I struggle with that word a little bit. Different or cost leadership within that subset. Proper analysis of a firm's business strategy is insufficient without tying these actions to one of Porter's generic strategies or a combination. Therefore, in contrast with business strategy, corporate strategy cannot be summarized in one sentence. Um, so based off that, as you can tell, corporate's more into detail than business. So for corporate strategy, we got so corporate strategy cannot be summarized in one sentence. Cost leadership, difference, and a focus are business strategies. They are not corporate strategies. A popular buzzword or phrase that is that a firm's pursuit of growth strategy. This is essentially trying to sound smart without providing real substance. Our corporate strategy is about growth. It is a set of decisions made by executives to determine what the company sells, where it sells, and how what it sells is produced. All right, let's continue. To analyze a firm's corporate strategy, three facet, it's like facts of the facets. I believe it's like facets. I'm sorry, some of these words are pretty hard for me, and I don't know if it's pretty obvious to y'all. I got a lisp, so it makes it more difficult. Uh, but three facets, I'm gonna just say facets, of these approach must be described. First, the vertical integration decisions to the firm must be identified. What does the firm make itself, and what does it purchase from suppliers? Does the firm sell directly to end users, or does it sell to intermediaries that they modify the product and or sell it to the next customers down the line? Secondly, the diversity. I'm sorry, I'm struggling a little bit. The diversification of the firm must be identified. How many different products or services does the firm sell? how different are these different products or services from each other. For example, a firm that sells many different models of cars is less diversified than a firm that sells cars and boats, which is less diversified than a firm that sells shoes and chemical supplies and frozen food. Okay. Note that the items on a restaurant menu or the shelves of a retail store do not indicate diversification. These are service businesses who provide the service of preparing and selling food or purchasing wholesale goods, putting them on shelves and selling them to consumers. In addition to the product slash market diversification described above, the diversification of a firm's corporate organization must be discussed. Does the firm receive close to all of its revenue from a single business unit? Does the firm have one main business unit but also a few smaller units that also provide a notable share of its revenue? Does the firm have many businesses units that share core? Oh, my bad. I misread the line. Does the firm have one main business unit but also a few smaller units that also provide? I already read that. Does the firm have many business units that share core competencies? Does the firm have business units that have no uh, compen? I'm sorry, I'm struggling with a lot of these words. With each other, the organization of the firms must be discussed, including subsidiaries and alliances. Finally, the firm's geographic scope must be identified. This is the most straightforward of the three aspects of corporate strategy. Understanding and analyzing business and corporate strategy are key skills that executive and entrepreneurs must possess if they want to maximize the success of their companies. And that is about all the information that I have here for y'all today. I just wanted to give y'all a quick shout out. Thank you for watching another episode of our little podcast we have going on when it comes to strategic management. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. I am sorry that I wasn't able to read some of the words. Like I said, I got a list, so I kind of struggle a little bit with some of the words. But yeah, I really appreciate it, and hopefully y'all have a good rest of your day. See ya.